Work hard, do what you're supposed to, work hard. Stay off the dope pool, work hard. Learn to say no to, learn from the dark times that we all go through.
It's beautiful to sit down with someone who's working as hard as you are, dude. It's motivational. It's great. I'm sure you hear that. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
You're a jiu-jitsu wizard, and you got a gym here, dude. And through social media, I've watched this gym build.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean, the question I had about that is, so when you got into fitness, is that like when you started cleaning your act up? You know, because we're some wild kids.
Yeah. When I first started getting into fitness, I got actually into P90X. That's the first. I was doing karate at the time because my dad teaches karate, so he had a karate studio in town. And then one of the dudes that was training there was like, "Oh, dude, you like doing some workouts? Try this P90X." He had like the burned copies, like 12 disc set or whatever it was. And then I started just doing that. Me and Bobby, my roommate at the time, or he's still my roommate now, but he was losing a bunch of weight. He was like 260, and he was doing the P90X with me. And that was how we first started. And then through that, they're like, "Oh, you can add some dumbbells and stuff to it." So we started just getting like a kettlebell and like a shitty gold gym bench. And then from there, I bought some jiu-jitsu mats because I started getting into jiu-jitsu. So
did that like run parallel? Like, how long were you into that? How long were you taking fitness seriously before you said you started rolling around?
Well, I was doing karate, and like every time I'd go to like my karate class, like I always thought karate was kind of lame, but like we turned every karate move into just like grappling because we were watching the UFC, like me and my friend Schaffner. So it'd just be like, doing little block set, random stuff, and then boom, takedown, and then try to do something we saw in the UFC, like a triangle, so it always end up into like grappling exchange. And so I was doing that with the karate, and to make a long story of how I even started training jiu-jitsu was I was in that martial art, and then I was talking to my mom back at the kitchen table, like after training, doing karate class, and her and my dad had a pretty big falling out, but my dad was my karate instructor, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and then we were training with so-and-so, and I said this name, and my mom's like, "Does she look like this?" And like she described the girl, and the girl was actually the girl that my dad cheated on my mom with, and she was trying to be all buddy with me, and my dad didn't say anything, so like that right there, my mom was like, "Whatever martial art you want to do, I'll pay for your first month. I'll sign you up right now, let's get it." And I was like, "Oh, well, there's this MMA gym in town, I kind of want to try that." And then that's how I started jiu-jitsu. She signed me up right there, and then
hey, well, sometimes some good stuff grows from some shit,
right? Yeah. So then because I was probably doing the fitness and everything for about a couple, probably like 6 months, with parallel with karate, and then then I started just to dive straight into jiu-jitsu, and I was going the reason I liked it so much is at my first gym, the warm-ups were like, this is back in the day, dude, like nobody knew anything about really like fitness or anything. It was like carry people on your backs, do fucking 1,000 pull-ups for warm-ups. Like it was like either
it's like when CrossFit started,
exactly.
Just getting straight brutal injuries.
Yeah,
it was like no protocols.
Yeah, it was just like, all right, we're gonna do just like sprawls for 30 minutes. It was like basically a burpee. You're just going down and up, and everybody's like dying, and then people were like throwing up every time first day.
And then you gotta roll.
Yeah, and then it's like, all right, now let's do 30 minutes of technique. And then it was, all right, let's do live sparring. And like everybody that's been in it for a while will tell you about the brutal, it was basically like they'd throw in kettlebells. It was basically like a CrossFit workout for the warm up. And then they're like, all right, now you're going to try to learn, but you're just so taxed. You're like, trying to focus on like some technique and then go straight into brawling it out with other guys.
And that's not the protocol now?
Yeah, because I actually run the beginners program at my gym, Paragon Santa Maria. And we do about a 15-minute warm-up. It's, laps, a bunch of movement drills, and then we do a lot of abs and push-ups now, so it's for someone that's living like a sedentary life, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, I went to two classes. and like last year, I just didn't have the bread to do it yet.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's kind of pricey if you want to go somewhere nice or somewhere with good.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, you get what you pay for, exactly. And so I went, and you're running around, and if you're not used to that, like I lift weights, but I like smoke hella. So like, it's like for me, I'm like, fuck, it's too much, you know. But then it goes like you do the warm up, and then the instructor shows you basically a technique, and then you pick a partner and you work on that technique, and then they show you another technique and do that, and then it's kind of an open mat at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, that was I didn't get to roll, but I did get to sit in with doing the.
Was that part of the gym's like protocol, not to let new people roll?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The second time I went there, I got to, but it was like with some dude who was like a purple belt. This fool had like, I got pretty small hands. He had like baby hands, dude. But it's like this is the most humbling thing though. It's like baby hands guy could literally choke me unconscious at will. At will. I stand no chance. Like I don't have a chance.
Right.
And that's fucking cool.
Yeah, because I mean, when I started jiu-jitsu, I was 120 pounds. Like I was tiny, straight out of high school.
Right.
I was pretty small. Now I'm about, like maybe on a good day, I'm pushing 150, you know, so I'm still small, but we get those 200 plus dudes that come in, and yeah, even like wrestlers that come in and they think they're gonna, you know, stand a chance, and they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go with the coach, dude, the small 150 pound coach.
Yep.
I'm gonna prove right now, dude, get that first belt, you know. So people try to go hard on me just because of my size, but
fuck it.
Luckily, I got some technique, and then plus they probably don't know I lift weights.
Yeah. I did judo for like 3 months in high school. It was at the time I was doing motocross, and I had to pick one or the other.
Right.
I was like, all right, well, I'm riding bikes. I was the smallest guy there. I was by like I was probably we were like the same size. I'm like $150 right now. So I never won ever. I'm getting just fucking whopped by grown men.
Yeah.
But then one guy came in and he was like my size, but he was like a grown man. He's like a school teacher or some shit.
Yeah.
And I go, oh my god! And I went so hard, and this fool threw me over his head. I almost landed on the top of my head. Fucked me up so bad. It was like, okay, I'll never underestimate anybody ever again. I was like 15, you know what I mean? So you get real testy when you're a fucking dumbass kid.
When I started, because I was so small, like there was, it was back when like you didn't get a bunch, like today, dude, like I feel like there's a new person coming through like daily. Like we get people coming in daily to try class, you know? When I started to get another 120 pound like man to sign up, dude, was so unheard. So I remember like just training for like 3 months, nobody my size came in, and then finally 3 months in, dude, this like same kind of probably maybe a little bit younger than me, like 17-year-old, like 120 pound kid came in, and I just fucked him up, dude. I finally got over on someone hard, and I was like, yeah, I'm so glad I stuck around, because it was just me getting my ass beat for 3 months by like people that
demoralizing,
people that are way bigger, more technical, and then finally I was like, this is my moment, dude.
That's tight. So how long were you practicing jiu-jitsu before you started doing tournaments? Because you've had some success at a lot of tournaments I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, my coach told me like just go for it, like, and then we still tell our white belts. They always ask us, they're like, when should I start competing? I'm like, dude, there's a tournament probably this weekend, dude. If you want to go sign up, because the first one, like, no matter how long you train, you're not gonna be ready. You're gonna black out. You're gonna just go crazy. And I probably did my first tournament like 6 or 7 months in, and we used to go to Vegas all the time because they're a little more like harder to get to, you know. Like now, like you could pick any weekend in LA and you could probably find a tournament. But back then, there's a couple.
People are getting paid at these grappling tournaments and shit now. It's cool.
Because there's the big debate right now is the gi and no gi kind of scene. You know, the no gi guys are making like pretty good cash because it's a little more entertaining. It's like a little more wild, and there's a little more submissions because they do a bunch of leg locks and stuff. But yeah, I mean now like the scene's changed so much. Like when I started, it was actually, I liked the old days because like you could compete with no shirt on, and it'd be like just like at any tournament. It's like fuck it. Yeah, I thought that was so cool.
Have it out.
I'd always my first tournaments, like it's always funny to think about, but I'd always watch and I'd be like, all right, what's winning? People with their rash guards on or people with no rash guards, dude? And I would like totally like psych myself up to be like, oh, I see everybody winning with no shirt. I'm going no shirt.
Shirts and skins.
Yeah,
that's good. Where's that? So, have you been not competing?
I still compete at brown belt. The last one was I'm probably gonna do one in 2 weeks and then another one in July. I'm just waiting to see if there's a couple people in my division, before I sign up, because they're pretty pricey to sign up. Luckily, I have sponsors, but still just, I'm not trying to waste their money.
Right.
To have like one match, or nobody in my division, and then they bump me up and I have to go against like.
And then you got to travel all whatever way you traveled.
I have to. Most of these tournaments I have to travel to anyway to go coach, because my white belts will compete. So I always try, if they have a tournament and they tell me in advance, like I'll be there. Some of them are like, "Oh hey, I got a tournament tomorrow. Are you gonna be in LA area?" I'm like,
do you know how busy I am?
Come on, like, yeah. So like, if they tell me in advance, like I really try to go out of my way to be there for them, because I know how it was when I started. Like,
for sure,
just having that outside eye yelling at you was beautiful.
That, and that's one of the things I wanted to touch on here too, because I have found it so rewarding that like when I can pass something on to somebody and then they like take what I've passed on and then it like works for them.
Right.
It's like that's better than money to me.
Yeah.
Like that's everything. Like that is every fucking thing. So obviously you're a coach and you get your fix.
I see that like almost every day, but also I see the other end of it where it's like, dude, I just told you this, like, I'm like, do this with your right arm, and they just don't do it or something, and I'm like, we just went over it, and they're like, so I get both ends of the spectrum a lot,
right.
So
it's to give and take, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows,
right.
But that shit is worth it all.
Yeah, right, yeah.
That's why you do it.
Right, yeah, I'll see them do something that I just taught or something that I know I taught them, and I'm like, it feels so good, it's so rewarding, but.
Right, because you see the joy on their face, like, yeah, dude, shit, that works.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And they look at me like, oh, he's not just bullshit.
Right,
the time,
and then you're validated. It's validation on multiple levels.
Because I goof around a lot, so right. Like, oh, maybe there's something he knows.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you gotta keep it lighthearted.
Right.
People are real serious.
I always try to throw those dad jokes into my class when I'm teaching, and I'll throw in some random ones, and like you can tell like half the people like don't know if I'm serious or not, and the other ones are like just like, this guy's so ridiculous.
Like, what the fuck is going on here? I went and did photography at Chris Holdsworth's fucking class 2 weeks ago.
She said he knew me.
Dude, we're cool. I gotta get him these shots. But dude, in this jiu-jitsu class, pull up.
Yeah.
Uriah Faber's there. Clay Guida.
Right.
Sage Northcutt. Darren Till. Andre Feely.
Cody No Love.
No. Benito Lopez, who's my buddy too, actually. So I was doing photography for a cannabis-based podcast network.
Oh, cool.
Up there. But my boy who's running that, shout out Jamie Jones, he is friends with all these MMA guys.
Yeah.
And so they come in there. That's the thing. One of his co-hosts, he was like 7-1 pro fighting. Got out of that a couple of years ago.
It's tough.
It's a fucking tough grind. Well, that's what I'm saying. I've learned from just sitting here listening to these guys talk. It's like, you're literally going in there and some other guy's gonna try and rip your head off.
Yeah.
And you gotta try and rip his head off better than that. And that's just what it is.
Especially MMA. That's what, because that's what kind of my base was at the beginning was MMA. That's what I thought I was gonna do. And then as you get older, you're like, I don't really want to get hit in the head.
You don't want to get hit in the head, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah. So I never fought, but I did a lot of training camps with people, getting them ready for their fights and stuff.
Being a sparring partner.
And it's like, you take the end of the stick probably more being the training partner.
For sure.
The actual fighter. You don't want to hurt them or anything before they go in. I mean, it's the same right now for jiu-jitsu. Like, even though I'm not as active in competing as I was at purple belt, I still I know when my guy, friends or other people in the gym are getting ready for a tournament, so I'm like, oh, let's roll, just to turn it up a little bit, but still.
Yeah, we had an MMA fight. It ended up in a straight up brawl in the crowd. Like fucking, they had to shut down the rest of the event. Like 3 fights.
I feel like that always happens at amateur events.
They split it though, and it was grappling, and then it went MMA, and it was really dope. The last grappling match, the dude went out. He had like the most worn ass fucking brown belt you've ever seen in your life, dog. It was damn near white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the other guy had a brand new brown belt.
Yeah.
And homeboy with the worn one went in there and fucking rolled that fool in seriously 20 seconds and then got his black belt on the spot.
Oh, tight.
Yeah, it was really cool to see, dude. Because I don't know how long. I mean, I'm sure it's like a 10-year process for most. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and in July it'll be 9 years for me.
Yeah. So exactly, and you're a fast burner too. Right, you know what I mean?
I went in anything I do, I kind of dive in 200%, dude.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the question I want to fucking well, I guess you weren't on a. You hung out with some nicer kids, dude. All my friends are fucking, dude. You know, these kids they're all in the toilet, dude. Right. All of them, bro. But yeah, like I want to like a question I like is what was the turning point to like where you decided like I'm not gonna be this fuck up kid, I'm gonna go do this. You know what I mean? Like what was the catalyst to that?
I'd like to say it was jiu-jitsu, but I mean I was still, you know, when I got into jiu-jitsu for the first couple of years, I was still drinking Four Locos and doing fentanyl, you know, for the like we trained super hard, and then like after training you'd be like, all right, let's take some morphine, you know, because you just trained super hard.
And that shit was around, dude.
Yeah, it was so easy to get, dude. Like it was ridiculous. So it was like, and then, you know, we'd be coming back, like we'd do a tournament, dude, we'd like all do really good, you know, and then it'd be like, all right, let's go fucking party, you know, and it'd be just drinking, and then we'd do all kinds of crazy shit, you know, and I mean, I know the exact day I stopped, so we went.
What was it?
We went to a tournament in Las Vegas, and it was November 17th, and we went so hard. Like, I won double gold at this tournament, so I'm like feeling like I'm in the best like shape of my life, you know. Because it's like, oh, I just won, you know, 2 divisions.
Yeah, you just came here and literally did exactly what I planned to do.
And then it was like, so my friend Furman, who I went to the tournament with, he's like, first round's on me. We were in Vegas, you know, so it's like first round's on me. I was like, stop at the Chevron. We're getting a Four Loco. So I was like, that's when you know you're going towards rock bottom. You know, when it's like first round's on me in Vegas, and you stop at the Chevron to get a Four Loco. It's like, and then you know we had these fentanyl lozenges, and then I just
are those suckers that were going around with this shit? Yeah, okay, those fentanyl suckers.
We went. I remember going straight. We got on the bus to go to the strip, and just blacked out, dude. Like the last thing I remember is dancing with all the chicks on the bus on the way there, dude, and then just blacking out. And then like because we were all like singing and just having a wild time. Like we were pretty good at making the party kind of live. So, and then just blacking out, and then like. Well, I remember it now because people have shown me videos, but I went and rode the bull at the Hard Rock, and
isn't it terrifying to watch yourself fucking blacked out drunk?
Dude, well, I'm so glad like we grew up when we did.
Yeah,
like, now it's just 4K, and it would have been live streamed all over. Dude. Like so, pretty lucky they everybody didn't have the cameras.
Yeah, everyone wasn't just whipping their shit out and fucking putting it in your face and shit.
Yeah, and then so we just went so hard, and then like I remember in Vegas. My friend drove there. We flew there, but my friend drove, and I went and took my friend's car and drove to go pick him up at the Hard Rock in Vegas, dude. Just blacked out, dude. Because I was in my mind, I was like, I gotta go to the Hard Rock and save this dude. He's stuck there, you know. And then and
foolish.
Then I know, dude. And then that next morning, like, because we rode back with them in their car, like nothing hits you like a hangover ride home from Vegas, dude. Like you have 7 hours driving through the desert to rethink your life, and I was just like, dude, like if I want to take this competing seriously, I need to, you know, reevaluate and start cleaning up my act. And then from there, like I had one relapse for about a week, and then besides that, it was just a couple months in. But besides that, so it's been like 6 years, 7 years, something like that.
Dude, congrats.
Since anything.
That's the shit. I quit drinking 2.5 years ago. Coming up on and just, dude, this shit's fucking poison, man. It's just fucking poison. Right. And it's to hold poor people down. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Because you can go. No, it's not a government conspiracy, but it's just an option to hold poor people down.
Right.
It's not. It's a free will. You know what I mean? It's a free will, but it's like, and I'm not saying that it should be banned, but it's like you can go get fucking blacked out for $6, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, there's two sides to the coin. My older brother, like, he's craft beer, like he loves craft beer. He's in the wine industry. He drinks wine, you know. So he's like the complete opposite. Like, but he does drink. You know, he drinks a lot, but it's like in his world, like drinking is like way acceptable. They're drinking, nice bottles. Tyler Winery, shout out to them. Le Doute is another one of his wineries that he works at.
Good shit. Well, no, and it's like that right. I see. You're probably like me. I can't have two. Bro.
No, yeah, exactly.
Like, so I gotta leave the people that can have two to go have two, bro. But like, because I can't.
Yeah, I think about it. Because I think about it now to this day. I'm like, you know what, dude? I could probably have like a glass of wine. I'm like, dude, no way. Because like, I would say I'm gonna have a glass of wine, and then like, 3 weeks later, you're gonna find me in like Santa Barbara.
Yeah. Right. Well, the thing that holds me back from it, because there's been a couple of times where I'm like, fucking Corona on a Super Bowl. This sounds fucking tight. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I was like, nah, because I've already came this far, and things are good.
Because like I hear health benefits to wine, so it's like as the health side of my person, I'm like, oh, having a glass of wine 2 or 3 times a week is good for you or something, So I'm like, should I try to get that health in? And then I'm like, nah, because this is gonna spiral out.
Yeah, exactly. You're too extreme for that. Right. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
You just gotta accept that's another thing. I think a lot of people don't. They don't accept what they are, and they keep fighting it, and it's like this losing battle. You can accept what you are, and then just change your patterns.
Yeah.
Like I got fucking severe attention disorder. Severe, bro. It's bad. Like it's like fucking. It's not quite crippling, but it's just shitty. But it's like this is why I have 9 hobbies.
Right. Exactly.
Because I gotta keep going.
That's what I mean. I'm the same with that, but with diving in 100%, because I'm always trying to get into I was getting into rock climbing for a while, and I'm like, but I didn't want to just rock climb to be in a gym again, spend more time in a gym, like a rock climbing gym. So I wanted to actually do bouldering.
Right, you're fucking
outside.
You're fucking outdoorsman, dude.
But to go do bouldering, we don't live in the Sierras, so I gotta drive like an hour just to go find a rock to go climb. Unless I want to go to some shitty one at the park that's made out of plastic. But I was like, I wanted to rock climb real rocks, and then now it's turning into hour drive, 2 or 3 hour climb, or hour climb, drive back an hour. I'm like, dude, I don't have 2 or 3 hours a day for another hobby. And then now I'm getting into hunting, so it's like I'm diving 200% into that, like I do with everything. So
that's cool.
The only mornings I have, usually I'm waking up at 5:30 to train people, and the days I don't have to train people at 5:30, I'm out the door at 4:30 to go, because I gotta get there before the sun comes up to set up, and I'm actually trying to hunt turkey.
Hunt for turkey?
Yeah, hunting for turkey. Cool. I come from a long line of non-hunters, so I have no idea what I'm doing.
Cool. But you know what, dude? But that's I have found that's the best part about everything.
Right.
It's the unknown.
Yeah.
The learning.
That's more of what I love about it, is the learning part.
Yeah. Because it's just problem solving at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
We got Google, dude. I can figure most of the shit out anyway.
Yeah. With YouTube and all that other shit, there's just so much information out there.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool. So I wanted to touch on, because I had this whole fucking vegan conversation lined up.
That's cool. I just changed.
It's okay. He just transitioned.
But I didn't throw it down people's throat that I also transitioned.
No. So
what I'm trying to do.
Talk about why did you go vegan? And then your experience, and fucking why you didn't feel the need to fucking tell other people that they need to do that too, even though it was benefiting you. Because real quick, I started doing yoga 2 years ago, and then I realized everyone that I know that does yoga is like, oh, you should come to yoga. And it's like, dude, why fucking every motherfucker that does yoga is telling me this shit. Right. And then after I did, I'm like, okay, now I get it.
Right.
Because I want to go scream from the mountaintop. You motherfuckers need to stretch, dog. It's good.
Well, I'm like that with jiu-jitsu, but I was never like that. But right now, I follow a lot of vegans still, because they're my friends. A lot of them that I've met throughout the years. So I was vegan for 6 years, maybe vegetarian 2 years before that, so it's 7, 8 years,
Now, what was your decision behind that? Because, mind you, we're sitting in barbecue capital of California.
I know, so dude. That was everybody hits me with that same thing, dude. They're like, tri-tip?
Yeah,
you're vegan, and then we have tri-tip,
dude. Ain't even that good. No, but so what was the process behind that?
I went. So I was already vegetarian. Just my mom's pretty health conscious growing up. She always had us growing gardens. We always did 4-H. So we always knew where food came from. So I was pretty health conscious about that. So that's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna just cut out red meat, because I thought red meat was really bad when I when I started training and getting into fitness, and then so I was just eating like chicken and like ground turkey and fish, and then I wasn't like a huge fan of fish, but I mean I was just buying tilapia, so it was, you know, because I was like 18, so it's like you're not buying, like now I'm eating like ahi and swordfish because I get like fish, you know, so it's like good cut, like they're a lot better, and I know how to cook better now too. So at the time, like tilapia just sucks, dude. You know,
dude, it's fucking like bottom.
And then I was just buying like, you know, shitty chicken too. So it was like I was like, dude, I'm over this. Like, you know, the standard when you first start working out diet of, you know, tilapia, chicken, and broccoli. So I was like, I need to try to do something different. And I started going vegetarian because my sister was vegan, and she was raw vegan for like a couple of years, which is you don't eat anything that's cooked over a certain temperature, like shit. Something crazy like 120, you know. So it's barely cooked.
It's gotta be
like she went hard on it, and she used to always make fun of me because like towards the end of my vegan, she'd be like, "You vegans have it so easy, dude. You can go to like a gas station right now, and you can get a Lenny and Larry's cookie, which is a vegan cookie, you know. You can get that right there, you know." She's like, "I remember going like a day without eating because I couldn't find anything that was vegan back when I was in the 90s." So she always would clown me, but yeah. So I was already vegetarian,
wild,
and then what's funny is like my roommate knows this story too. We went to a Barnes and Nobles and we bought this book called. I got this book. It was on discount for like $2. It was called The Vegan Bible. It was just a cookbook, and so I bought that book, and I was like, all right, dude, I'll just give like 12 days. I'll try to like cook some vegan meals up, and then I stuck for like 7 years. So it's like that was my transition. I was just like, I can do this for 10 days, and then went extreme, and then never went back, dude. Put it on my profile on Instagram, so I couldn't go back.
Right. Well, so then okay, because like I said, I didn't know that, and now I know that. What was the change back? You started hunting.
Well,
you're gonna be out there killing shit. Because I remember I saw you post this thing. I'm like, is this motherfucker killing shit he ain't eating? Not like a bad way, but like a joking way. You know, I just thought that was funny.
I get that question a lot actually right now.
So now you're back though. And why?
Well, I went when I first went back. I went. Me and my buddies went out past Shaver. Went to this lake, and we were fishing, and we caught like these beautiful rainbow trout. Like while we were out there, he's like, "Oh, you don't really fish?" Because I go camping all the time, you know. So I was like, "No, I haven't really fished since I was with my dad." And then so we started fishing, and we caught those fish, and then right there. I was like, dude, I'm not going to just release it. I would have felt bad just to release it. So I was like, I'll bring it back. I'll put it in the cooler. And then it was on Mother's Day last year. I brought it back and I cooked it like just eating that fresh, like actual fresh fish. I was like, all right, I can get back into fish, you know?
Yeah.
And so I started slowly easing into fish. And then, just January was when...
That's why you can't have one drink, bro.
Right, dude, exactly. See, dude, I was like, you know what, dude? I'm only going to eat fish that I catch, dude. And then all of a sudden, it's like, boom, I'm back to eating steak. 1 year later. So as you guys can tell, that's exactly what happens. So then January came around, and we were taking our hunter's course and everything. Because hunting's like something I always wanted to do. Especially being out there, I was like, I need to get a gun. I need to know how to use it.
For sure.
I need to know how to know where animals are.
Shit.
Yeah, so... Then I was like, you know what? I want to go through the safety course and everything, get the hunting license. And I was like, if I'm gonna start hunting, like I don't want to just shoot something and leave it. So I started weaning myself kind of back into eating meat just for that.
Well, I've been I've been on the go the last few days. So I've been eating like shit.
Yeah,
just what happens for me at least. And I have like a candy addiction that I'm working through. When I quit drinking, I started because I have a really addictive personality.
Yeah.
And when I quit drinking, I didn't even notice this, but then like 5 months went by and I buy a candy bar every fucking day. Like
you
every
need that
day.
vice, dude.
Yeah,
I think when I went.
Wait, it's the sugar conversion, bro.
Yeah, when I stopped, I was drinking a bunch of different root beers. I would go to Rocket Fizz where they sell.
Yeah. I remember that. You were on
I was trying because my brother does. He did this 300 challenge where he was like, I'm gonna drink 300 different craft beers in 1 year. I think he did it twice, so like 2 years. You know, he's drinking like 600 different craft beers, and I was like, I could do that with root beers. So I was gonna try to do it with root beers, and I got like 100 180 and then I gave up. But
That's funny.
Yeah, so I think that's, you always have those like random little vices, you know, where you just switch over real quick.
Right, you know, when it's just some are, you know, they're less harmful. I mean, sugar is the worst though. Like I'm really trying to fucking. It's heroin. I feel like it's heroin.
Right.
Like it's especially like you know, occasionally I'll do some MDMA. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing anytime I take an upper. Right. Dude, I get these sugar cravings that are like, they're unexplainably. It's like, I feel like such a bitch, too, because I don't cave every time. Right. I cave every time. But, yeah, it's wild. But what I was going to say is I started doing, like, I'll eat vegetarian breakfast. Yeah. And then, like, I eat lunch at, like, 2 p.m., and then I'll eat some meat at lunch. Yeah. You know what I mean? But the vegetarian breakfast sets my day off nice, dude. Yeah, like I got hella energy, and it's like natural, like clean energy, and you know, so I get it.
Yeah, because right now, like I only eat like maybe steak twice a week. I still eat a lot of like vegetarian and even like vegan meals. I still go to my way. Like if I'm gonna get like a donut, I try to get a vegan donut. I don't know why. I just always like fell in love with those ones. I don't know. Like, so I always got those ones. I always try to go out of my way. I don't drink milk still. Like, I just get almond milk. Like, so I still have a lot of my vegan tendencies. I'm just... Yeah, almond milk.
I mean, well, I eat cheese. Yeah. Because it's like, I don't think it's good. Right. But, like, at the same time, I don't want to have to ever look at a piece of pizza and go, no, I can't eat that because I haven't eaten it for so long, it's going to fuck me up. Right. And I don't ever want to get to that point because then it's just not enjoyable. Life is not enjoyable at that point. I can't sample that. But I did quit drinking milk. I drink almond milk. You know, I get the vanilla almond milk with the coffee. You don't even got to put any sugar in there because there's already a little bit of sugar in almond milk. It's good. Between me and my roommate, we always try to do like every diet. You know, I did a vegan keto, which was probably the hardest thing ever. So just now, do you just experiment with them to just to say? You're a running experiment. Yeah, I like to throw like. I usually don't make anybody do anything if I haven't done it. You know, like so I only did the keto when I was vegan for like 3 to 4 weeks, so it wasn't very long. I probably should have done it longer, but if you try to do something hard, go try to do a vegan keto. Because like if you think of a keto diet, it's all fat and protein, and it's like try to do that, you know, without getting too much fat, is getting enough protein without getting enough fat without pushing too much protein. That's some like serious meal. Yeah, and then like my roommate, he did the carnivore diet for a while, so it's funny. I was on the vegan diet, he was on the carnivore diet. I was like, we're basically just balancing each other out. So how did you like the carnivore diet? He actually liked it a lot. Like, I think the only reason he stopped was because he got a new job where he's a health advisor for kids. And, like, he's like, oh, they're going to be asking me, like, you know, like, oh, what's your diet? You know? Yeah, and like, you want to be in tune with it. Yeah, he didn't want to just, like, tell the kids, like, I just eat steak all day, you know, or I just eat meat all day, because especially younger kids, like, they can't afford to eat, you know, like, red meat all day. They're going to do it wrong. And if you do it wrong, you can fuck yourself up, too, you know? Man. So he went and started eating, you know, greens and stuff again, just so he could promote that better for his the kids. Yeah, you got to practice what you preach, dude. Yeah, that's important. Exactly. You know, I feel like the people that don't, you know, they'll end up showing their face eventually. That's why it all comes back eventually. Did you see it? Yeah, that's why I did a bodybuilding show too, just so I could go one whole year just strict diet, and just so you know, I could tell people like, dude, I did it like for a whole year. I literally didn't have sugar for like a whole year. Like it was crazy. I ate like the same thing for like. I had to at least eat the same thing probably for 6 months, where it was like I knew, like in my head, dude, I know exactly the measurements because I've done it every day for six months. At that point, you're not even enjoying the food. You're just going like, this is what I have to have in order to keep going. Yeah, it's just like I mean, like CT Fletcher says in like one of his funny videos where he's like, when someone goes like, oh, but I don't like the taste, he's like, it's not for taste, motherfucker. But you know, like that's how, like literally to tell yourself half the time, and I did it on the vegan diet too, so it was like the meals were so heavy, dude, because it's like you have to eat a cup of lentils, you know, for a meal, and then like a cup of broccoli and all the, like it was, I remember
we went to a tournament, and my coach, I had to bring a little cooler with me everywhere I go, basically. And he's like, dude, you do not stop eating right now. I'm like, yeah, I have to put in like 7,000 calories, because my bodybuilding coach wanted me to not like roll and do jiu-jitsu, obviously, because like most of them are like, there's no way you can do both,
Right. And you're like,
but I was like, nah, dude, I'm not.
No, there's no way you could do both.
Yeah. I was like, but because of that, I didn't put on the size. Like I stayed super lean though during my bulk. Like I stayed super lean, but I definitely didn't get like big enough. Like you see those.
What were you at your heaviest?
The heaviest I got was 184, and I was lean, like
beast mode.
Yeah, it was beast. Like, but yeah, for me that's 30 more pounds of muscle just on my body, on my frame. So it was super, but it was so hard to maintain. Like as soon as I did the show, I was like, I should do another one, but it was just too tough. And that is. They say, you look physically like the best around, but
the best by standards of other people.
Well, by looks, but like it's not. Bodybuilding is not the healthiest sport by any means. There's no way, dude.
No, especially even the guys taking those steroids and all that shit. Like, I took steroids once when I was 21, and I'm 30 now, so it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Same thing though. Like, I got up to like 178. We had the same build basically. Right. I got up to 178, so I was big as fuck. I was like repping out like 55s, fucking curling everything, just hulking it up.
Yeah.
But then I lost it all in 3 days. Like after it crashed, I got a strep throat, and I've never been somebody who has tried to be somebody that I'm not.
Right.
And so I'm not a big guy. Yeah. So at that moment, I was like, look. You see, you tried to be someone that you're not in this fight, motherfucker.
Like 160 is like the good weight for me, dude, if I can get back up to 160 right now. But it's just like if I start backpacking and I start hiking and I start camping,
why do you want that? You know what I mean?
But it sucks because like for jiu-jitsu, that's like my optimal, like where I feel like during training, like I feel like I got a little more armor on, like 10 more pounds of muscle, so I got more armor on during training. I'm not super small, so I can roll with everybody hard, so it is nice. But weight classes, my weight class is like 154 with my gi on, so I have to be like 150, so it's not even like it's a weight class. But that's what I always felt. It's just, that's constantly, I'm always dealing with weight just through jiu-jitsu. I always have to manage it and go up a pound, drop 10.
It keeps you on something.
Right.
Like I've been in not a funk, but it's like, I go for 4 days and then I've just been busy. And it's like, see, I need to set some goals, and then that way everything else becomes, because I still go to the gym like every day that I'm home, like I go to the gym. And that was another thing too. It's a turning point after I quit drinking, because I've been going to the gym off and on since I was 15, but never anything notable, because I never fucking stuck with it for a long period of time. And as soon as I made it part of my day versus something that I would sometimes do, that's when everything changed.
Right now, like my job is built around both of it, jiu-jitsu and fitness. So like,
and you have to live that, dude. You have to live that, because that's how you make your money.
I can't show someone an ab exercise and be breathing heavy doing 2 of them. All right, we're gonna do this exercise, and be like, all right, do it for a minute.
Yeah, if you just got over like a strap or something awful, then just back sure. But like no, dude, not when.
That's where it.
So how did the Orcutt Fitness Club start?
So we just slowly started, accumulating that those random things. We had like, it just was played against sports, dude. We kept going to play it against sports. We'd be like, hey, take this bench for $10, dude, and we'd buy like a $20 bench, and they'd be like, all right, take this bench, and then now we got a squat rack.
So now you guys just freelance, like train people.
We got a bunch of little gear and everything, and me and Bobby were kind of working out in here, and I was doing like strength and conditioning for my tournaments, for jiu-jitsu. I was like, I need to do like that extra little strength and conditioning, cardio, kettlebells, stuff I don't want to do, I got to do it. And so I just throw it up on Facebook. I'd be like, hey, if anybody wants to work out with me, come by, and we're going to be doing like a 9 a.m., workout. And then people, first person like that always would show up, dude. Shout out to John Pranjic. I don't know if you know John. Yeah, he's trying to be a comedian right now. So if you guys,
that's good. I seen his name on a flyer.
Yeah, he's actually trying to be a comedian. I want to go out there so bad. I want to go watch one of his things, but he's always like just random ass times. But yeah, I want to go watch him do his jaw rule act. But
go for that shit, John.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he would show up all the time, and And then we slowly were like, oh, other people would be like, oh, what are you guys doing? You got like a workout going on? And like, so we started accumulating people. Then we started doing a donation. We just did a donation based. We started actually up again. This is our second week last Saturday that we're doing it again. Just a free, if you want to donate, you can. If not, it doesn't really matter to us, you know.
Right, we're working out regardless.
Yeah, we're gonna work out regardless, kind of thing. And then people started tipping us pretty good, you know, like $5, $10, you know, bucks, $20 here and there. And then with that money, all we would use that money for is to go back to the gym. Like we never really would pocket it. We would just, it's like, oh, we got $30, dude. Let's buy another dumbbell, you know. And then now, if you look around in here, like we got
there's a bunch of shit in here.
Yeah, we got the skiers and everything now, and the row machine and the bikes. So it grew. Like I mean, it's been a long thing. When I look back at those Facebook memories, and it's like, you know, 3 kettlebells and a Gold's Gym bench, you know, just it's a bunch of like random little bands. But
every little piece, you got a big ass chain over here, a bunch of medicine balls.
Yeah, we started giving. I mean, because we gave our old squat rack actually to the Ava Maldonado, the fitness center, the youth fitness center, when we got our newer one.
Another fucking pillar of the community.
Yeah, so we just tried, well, I mean, it's like you know, people helped us out when we started, and we always try to give back. Like,
right, well, that's the area of town where, you know, the kids that are working out over there, they need that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
my roommate was the head fitness like person there, and they had like just shitty equipment, dude. They didn't have any free weights, and he was like the one that lobbied them to get basically a bar and some plates in there. You know, we gave them some old 45 so that way they could at least, like, you gotta have a bar, dude, and some plates, dude. Come on, these kids need to learn how to do basic lifts. It's like you can't just have them doing, you know.
Right, when that bar and
press.
some plates is versatile as fuck. Right. You can do a bunch of different things with it. So
it's like learning to squat, learning to deadlift, learning to do those exercises are so important. And, that's what, you know, he kind of wants to get into now is hopefully opening up like an actual gym and being able to teach, because he wants to open a gym more focusing on teaching people how to lift, you know, like do the main lifts, because that's what, you know, we're always been big about. Like one of my friends is always like, dude, you always Snapchat your clients just doing squats, dude, or deadlifts, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck else do you need to do? I was like, but most people won't do that. Lift? Yeah, I was like, yeah, deadlift. Hex bar deadlifts, that's my favorite right now.
Yeah, I like the hex bar deadlift because I feel like it's the one lift that where you just, as long as you hold on tight, you're going up, dude, and you're just exerting everything you have, and there's really you don't gotta worry about, you know, like when you're squatting heavyweight, you gotta worry about your footing, your fucking balance. There's none of that shit. It's just
there's no weight on your spine,
so everything.
Yeah, it's a lot better for you, I think, especially as you get older. Like you actually have to worry about things like that, like.
Oh yeah, I threw my shoulder and was like out of commission for like a month. It's like, goddamn, dude.
Yeah, and with teaching too, like that's what I'm always worried about. I'm like, I can't get hurt because I don't want to not be able to teach, you know, or be able to, you know, I could still train people being hurt. Everybody would, you know what's up, but you know, I don't teaching jiu-jitsu is what I like. That's my favorite thing to do. So I'm always got to do private lessons here, and then I got to do teaching there at night. So it's like I need my knees and my shoulders, you know. What's
a day in the life like, dude? Are you running like 15, 16, 17, 18? How much sleep do you get, bro?
No, I'm a big, like, I don't know why people hate on them, but I'm a big proponent of naps, dude. Like, it always seems like people that are hustling are always talking shit about naps, dude. But I'm like, if I got a time, especially with him, dude, my puppy, he needs to sleep right now too. So he has to follow me around. So like, if I don't like stay still, dude, he won't sleep. So I'm like, I'll lay down and take naps. But usually my day, like right now or tomorrow, I got to be up at 5:30. That's usually when I'm up, is 5:30. Train some people, do some private lessons, take him for a run or a walk or mountain bike. You know, that's what I got to do. Come back, train a little more people. Go to Paragon, teach kids class from 4. We go 4 to 6, 2 classes. Then we got my beginners program class. Then I usually do about an hour of training after that, so I get home around 8.
You're a fucking savage.
And then I gotta play some. And then I gotta play some. Then I gotta play some Smash Brothers.
Yeah. It's like, where do you find time for? I know you got some bullshit. There's gotta be some bullshit.
So like, me and Bobby, we play so much Smash Brothers right now, dude. It's like I'm like I should go to bed, dude. I gotta be up at 5:30 again tomorrow, and then I'm like, all right, we'll just play till like 10. But still, like it's not as gnarly as the Halo 2 days, but.
Oh yeah, just playing. I went the most hard on Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
I sold my Xbox at the time.
Was that 2012?
Yeah, it would be like 2009.
Oh, that was way early. Oh, that was. Oh yeah, 2009. Yeah, because we got that game, dude. When it came out, we waited in line for it.
Yeah, dude, it's still to me like the fucking best. But anyways, I clocked 36 days of play on there, and I go, oh shit! And this is when I was first starting to rap, right? And I go, no. And I didn't have the best work ethic or whatever, but it was like I gotta focus this time. Like that's a month.
Should have freestyled on Modern Warfare all
the whole time. It's like I gotta focus on this music shit. Right. This is too many fucking This is too many hours.
Yeah, because when that game came out, dude, I would always stay up late, and Bobby would always wake up early, and that we're like the only people that had like an apartment in like 2009 here. Yeah, and we had that shit
working hard and shit.
We had that shit on all day, dude. And we were ranked in like the top 1,000 on Modern Warfare, dude. On like the live, because like people would just come over, like they'd constantly like we lived on Foster, so it's like everybody always came by,
right? So
like they'd be like, oh, just come by, play Modern Warfare, leave, and like it just ran all day, dude.
Yeah, dude, that would they re-released Modern Warfare 1.
Is that with the zombies?
No, it's Black Ops.
Oh yeah,
zombies. What's up, buddy? But no, what you just said in a nutshell, you fill your days literally with things that pay you money.
Right.
But they're all things that you like. And literally that's the whole point of my whole podcast. Right. Show people that, like, look, you just chase what you like. Like, the money will come. You might struggle upon the way.
Yeah, there was...
But, like, at the end of the day, like, you gotta go for what you do. What gets you going. You know?
Yeah, because, I mean, when I first was, like, getting into jiu-jitsu and trying to make it more of like a career, like, I was pushing to compete a lot, and, like, a lot of that tournament was paying straight out of pocket. There was, I wasn't getting put up in hotels. It was me sleeping out of my car. Like, I had the seats fold down. I'd sleep in the back of the car. Like, every weekend it seemed like. I was working as a caregiver at the time. So I would be doing caregiving. Like, we'd do, like, 18-hour shifts, off for, like, a day or two, 18-hour shifts. So if I was off for, like, 2 days, I would try to go down and drive to San Diego, drive to LA, and I would sleep in my car and just train at these other gyms and just try to get, reps in with other random people. So during that time, like, it was a lot of hustle. And then during the weekends, it was just compete, driving everywhere. Vegas, thousands of times, dude, I swear, like, I always go to Vegas.
You said it's 9 years. 9 years in the making, you know what I mean? Like, this shit doesn't, it's like an overnight success in 10 years, you know what I mean? It's like, no, this is 10 years worth of work.
Yeah, because, I mean, now I get a lot of, like, I have, really, really fortunate. I have really good sponsors now, but I get a lot of stuff sent to me in the mail, too, and, like, all the time, and people be like, oh, man, it must be so lucky, dude. People just send you things. I'm like, I was like, dude, you should see, like, the 7 years I put in of just grinding.
Right, all the shit that you guys would never do.
Yeah.
This is why I get this.
Yeah, because, like, I have right now I have a sunglass sponsor, Leo Optics, and then I have my rash guard sponsor and gear sponsor, which is BJJTs, and a CBD sponsor, which I just got, which I'm so stoked on, dude, because they have the sprays and the tonics, Relive CBD, and, like, it's so nice having that stuff, because, like, that stuff, like, I really need, but, like, I don't really want to pay for it.
Right.
Because just, like, and it wears out with time, like, rash guards, and the sunglasses is probably my favorite, dude, because it's just, like, one of those things, like, it's like, dude, sunglass sponsor, that's so cool,
sick.
And the reason, the reason that was really cool about it was, I was, like, when I got an email from them, like, Leo Optics, and they're like, hey, we'd like to give you a call about an opportunity, and I was like, I didn't know who they were a brand new company at the time, and I was at the pool when they sent me that email, so I was sitting at the pool, and they called me, and they're like, hey, we're wondering if you'd be interested in sunglasses, and I was like, dude, I'm sitting at the pool right now with no sunglasses. This is like a gift, dude, from above. Like, they literally called me while I'm at the pool
with no shades,
offering me sunglasses, dude. I was like, let's do it. I don't care.
Yeah, fuck it. That's dope.
And what's cool about that, all the my main sponsors too, is, like, I don't have contracts with them. They just, like, they trust me, and because I've never been, like, I never really wanted to be a person that, like, got into, like, contracts for, because then it seems like you're not pushing the product organically,
Right.
It's more like you're bound by this legal contract. So, like, that's the ones I've had for this long. It's always
just free gear, and you're repping hard.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
And then, like, they'll pay for tournaments. They'll pay, give me extra cash. And then the CBD one's really cool because I'm an affiliate with them, so I get some money if people use my code, which is pretty cool. Wu-Tang Pete, 10% off.
You said, what was it? Relive CBD.
Yeah, Relive CBD. It's on my Instagram at Wu-Tang Pete.
Yeah, run that shit.
Yeah, and Leo Optics. They're another sunglass company. And
it's Leao.
Yeah, right. Somebody. I just took the. Oh, there it is. I was like, I know it's somewhere. I have the banner up in here, but I was
like, is that?
Yeah.
Leao Optics. Yeah, check them out.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. But, yes, I mean that. Now that I have all those things, and then now I get paid to train, so it's like, it's like showing up to class is easy for me. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get paid to go teach, But at the beginning,
exactly. It just eventually, because you would have done it for free,
right? I know,
but
exactly.
Like, you would have done it for free. That was one thing. I'm a big Gary Vee guy, but Gary Vee said, hey, like, because I tell people all the time, because I found this myself, like 4 years ago, I wasn't doing photography, I wasn't DJing, I wasn't doing this shit, and then I just did it and then liked it. I fell in love with it, and so I just kept running with it. Same shit, just different ball games.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know what your guitar is. You know what I mean? I sit there and play guitar for fucking sometimes 7 hours straight, dog. Fucking everything goes away. Yeah. I just sit there and just go. And it's like, my roommate doesn't have that, right?
Right.
And it's like, you got to just go try shit.
Right, yeah,
And if you don't like it, then you just don't do it again. But if you do, then you go back.
Right.
It doesn't matter what it is. Anything that you've thought of. But it's like, people get stuck in that. But so, I was thinking, like, how do you tell people what to pick?
Right, yeah, you just gotta keep rolling the dice.
Hey, go to yoga, dog. Like,
right.
That shit help
I know, because I tell everybody about it, like, go to Jiu Jitsu, dude. But I'm like, you're not gonna get into Jiu Jitsu and then end up being a Jiu Jitsu coach.
Someone's personality.
I'm like, you're gonna steal my job, dude. So don't get that into it.
I don't want more competition.
I don't want you to be that good at it. No, but. Yeah, it's just, I guess it's just a roll of the dice thing.
But Gary Vee said, no, do whatever. If you could pick anything that you would do for free, then that's what it is.
Right.
Whatever you would do for a living for free, that's what you should go try.
Yeah, that's a really you gotta find a way. Yeah, there's a way to make money off of everything.
There's an industry for everything you like.
Yeah.
Every fucking thing on the planet that you can think of, any item, there's an industry of it, some facet.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to tell my little brother that too, because he's trying to start a clothing company. It's called World Champs, and they make some clothes and stuff, but it's always like a side kind of thing here and there for him. I'm like, dude, dive in. He's a plumber, which is cool. He actually likes being a plumber, but I'm like, dude, dive into the like. But they're like, but also like they're cool. He's like really, really good graphic designer and drawer and everything, but he's just like, he's not social media savvy, and I'm like, dude, you need that if you want to be in a clothing company.
You gotta stack up some bread and pay someone who's good at it or something, dude.
I was like, just give me that password, dude, that IG, dude.
Yeah, you're good, dude. Fuck yeah.
I don't know how I stacked up followers at the beginning. It was weird, dude. Like,
dude, you get put on the chive? Is that what it was?
Oh yeah, huh, dude. I forgot about that.
Put on the chive.
And then what was funny too is I think it's just I had a GoPro and no one had a GoPro. Like I was
and you've been making some dope shit on GoPro.
I was like one of the first people to have like a GoPro when GoPros were around, and like, and I was like, I was that dude with a selfie stick everywhere, so and I just started filming, taking pictures, doing stupid shit, and then with jiu-jitsu, like, I think I got, just because I was at tournaments constantly, I would just always be just there. So people were like, oh, I know that guy. Everybody, it's funny because I got a bunch of people that were like, dude, I always thought you lived in LA.
There so much.
And then now I'd go through, or like when they find out where I'm live, they're like, dude, you live like 3 hours north of LA, dude. How do you like compete all the time? Suck it up, dude. Got a pretty gas efficient car.
Yeah.
Now I got a tent on it, so I can go anywhere and sleep.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's badass. You got a tent that goes on the top of that shit.
Yeah, that's the goal, the dream in life.
You seen the GoPro 7, dude? It's got a built-in stabilizer on it.
Oh yeah, those ones. I follow GoPro. This is what I always tell people too. Like when they're like checking their Instagram and stuff, and they're like, "Man, Instagram's fucking lame right now." I'm like, dude, there are people like jumping out of helicopters with GoPro, dude. I'm like, Instagram's not lame. It's the people you're following.
Yeah, no, you like. So I've unsubscribed from everybody who posts news.
Yeah, fuck exactly, you, dude. That's how I'm on Facebook.
Fuck that shit. Fuck it. It's literally the worst. Because I used to be in that. Like, I used to fucking get triggered and then start these conversations and all this shit. And it never helped nobody.
Right.
Not once. Fuck that. In fact, it just spread negativity.
I don't think anybody's once changed their mind on social media about something political.
There might be those times where people go, fuck, okay, well, let me go research this. But, I mean, that's rare, dude. Yeah. That's really rare. Like, and so, overall, in numbers, you're only doing negative.
Yeah.
So, anybody who does that, and it was really shitty. This chick I follow, such a beautiful tattoo artist. I mean, like, these works are fucking so good. But then it's just like... Trump shit. All right, you're out of here. Fuck your pictures. I can't.
Yeah.
It's too much negative shit. It's like the Democrats are crazy. They're doing this. And it's like...
Go live your life, dude.
Do you have infinite time on this planet? Because why the fuck do you care about that?
Right.
You know,
go live your own life.
Go live your own life. Like it's all out of your control.
Right.
Like the illusion is that it's in your control.
Yeah, she thinks that illusion. Post. Do you think that post is really gonna change the world? Dude?
Right. Well, no, it's the illusion that your opinion could somehow matter, and it's like no. Your opinion doesn't matter at all. So just give that up and start focusing on you.
Go watch some people jump off of space shuttles, dude.
Yeah. That was a dope one. No, I follow my current favorite Instagram is fucking Wicked Slams, dude. If you're into watching people get just fucking annihilated, dude. It's so good. There's so many facets of it. Skateboard fails, bikes.
Dude, skateboard fails are the worst for me, dude.
Dude, some of these are cringeworthy. But like I said,
that's a hard sport, dude. People that just like, dude, you're on pavement. Like that's it. Like, I mean, not like dirt is any like on bikes and stuff is any nicer, but dude, just people are like they're just like, oh, I'm gonna jump over this concrete thing to this other concrete thing. I give all respect to skaters, dude. They have like
just for the love of the game. Most of them do it for the love of the game, dude.
What's funny is I have a friend that he's like a pretty like really legit skateboarder, and like because the transition for jiu-jitsu now is like people are getting like personal trainers, and because when money comes into a sport, people start getting nutritionists and things, and I feel like that's how that scene is finally breaking over. And I was talking to him about like with skateboarding, you know, like you see these guys like what's that kid like Nigel Houston, like
really kids like those 6 since he's like 12.
Yeah, those like those kids are getting like trainers and nutritionists, and they got there's money behind it now, so like they get like they be like that next level of athlete. I mean, you're seeing it in MMA too right now, like as the money starts going into a sport.
You read books?
Yeah. No, not really.
There's an audiobook for this one. There should be. It's called The Rise of the Superman. And it's written by Stephen Kotler, and it's about this basically what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like he.
I should have wrote it first, dude.
The best way to break it down is like he's like, look, okay, people on skis in like 1898, they're like fucking snowshoes, okay. Then by like 1980, somebody could finally do a backflip.
Right.
It's like 90 years. Okay, now if you're like 7 years old and you can't do a backflip, like you don't have a promising career at skiing.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So the evolution has been exponential. I mean, it's been insane in everything. You know, a dirt bike, I think in the year 2000 or maybe it was 01, Kerry Hart did a backflip or some shit. Now they're doing a front flip. You know what I mean? Now they're doing a front flip on a 200-pound thing.
Right.
Which is just like, and it's only going to get crazier, but that's kind of what that book is. It's about flow state. You heard about flow state?
No, what's that?
Flow state is, I'll show you like a 3-minute clip when we're done here. Flow state is like, you felt it a million times because you do shit that involves that. Like, flow state's when whatever you're doing, you kind of lose... You don't lose control, but you're in that state of virtual. Yeah, you're in the zone. You're in that state of like virtuosity.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I feel that every day.
Where things are slow. You're seeing things slow down, but you're able to manipulate everything fine. I get it with the guitar. You get in the zone with the shit. And anyway, so it's about that. Like, and he talks about Danny Way, who jumped the Great Wall of China on a skateboard, and he he literally tore his ACL the day before.
Yeah,
like on a little practice run down there, and they're like, you can't do that, and he's like, fuck you, I can't. And he straight up jumped it he jumped the Great Wall of China with a torn ACL.
Dang.
And it's just in the fucking mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And I think you'd like that book, dude.
Okay.
It's a really, really...
Yeah, there's an audio book because, like, I like to...
Yeah, you drive a lot, too.
Yeah, I know. All the time, dude. It's stupid. So I'm always listening to random.
I'll have to remember. I'll send it to you, dude.
Yeah.
I bought a vegan cookbook by accident. I got sold on the cover.
Yeah.
It's called Thug
See, that's
Kitchen.
what, dude. I have to. Yeah.
You already got it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, it looked pretty cool. To be honest with you, and like I said, I've been trying to eat a little bit more vegetarian, so I'm gonna fuck with some of it.
Right.
You know?
No, it's really like because when you're vegan, dude, you get tagged in every fucking vegan post ever
That's
on
probably
the internet,
super popular.
dude. So like there's times when I'm like, dude, I've seen this. Yeah, I've seen this meme, dude. All right, I get it, dude. Like a vegan holding a watermelon, I get it. There's like when you So people would always just.
But there's like a whole community to that, and like a whole sense of humor under that whole thing that I like would never understand because I'm right.
Well, now I'm like, what was I doing before I had a puppy, dude?
But don't you find that taking on responsibility is really what it's all about?
Yeah, I think I get bored quick, dude. So I'm just like, oh well, I guess I'll just dive into having a dog, dude.
You have a dog, and now you got to be accountable for that,
right? Which is like I got a dog, and then like I started running him, and like I'd run him through the over on the hills, like Orcutt trails and stuff.
It's a lucky fucking dog.
And then everybody says that, dude. They're like, he just got so lucky he was born into that. But if we go run the hills, and like, dude, there'd be days after like a leg day, and like I'd be like, all right, let's go run, dude. And I'd be like going 20 feet up a hill, and I'd be like, dude, fuck this. Let's go to the dog park and just drive into the dog park. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get a mountain bike, and then
the bike's where it's at. So now I get the two, right? And Zorro is 120 pounds. Okay? So just brick shit house. Yeah. Okay, like he is a fucking ham. And so I walk him because there's no way I'm letting that fool take me for a ride.
Yeah.
If he wants to go one way, I'm coming with.
Yeah.
And so what I've had to do, I have to like literally, I take the leash and I like wrap it around my back, and then so now I got it on my body weight.
Yeah.
Well, because dude, the 2 days of that, I was like, I'm gonna need shoulder surgery in 6 months if this keeps up. So I go, I think I could probably figure out some contraption. I've looked. There's waist leashes, but there's none that have your whole body weight onto them. So I've been kind of thinking about. I'm gonna cut this out of the conversation in case anybody wants to steal my Shark Tank idea. But, you know, fucking to design something that would be that.
Right.
You know, because I'm sure there's a bunch of women out there that have big ass dogs that.
Right.
You know, they
learn how to pull them.
Shit like that.
Yeah, it's probably something like that would go along with like the weightlifting community, something that will leverage you like that.
Well, so I'm taking, I take Zoro for the walk, and then my other female, Ellie, she's like 70 pounds or something.
Yeah.
She can ride on the bike.
Yeah.
She listens. She's responsive to a quick twitch on the neck.
Usually. What sucks is like I did so much off leash training with him, but I didn't do very much on leash. So like he's a really good off leash, but just like the bare minimum times that I take him on leash. I take him in stores and stuff. I'm that guy that takes him everywhere with me, but he's pretty good about that. But I always have him off leash, and I always feel like people are kind of like, why do you have your dog off leash, dude?
I'm big on to keep your dog on the fucking leash.
Yeah,
I am. But
I'm like the complete opposite, dude.
At the same time, okay, it's because I don't know everybody, so I have to assume that you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know that you're not. So like when you're like, hey, I'm running around with my dog, it's like, yeah, you got a sweet ass dog, and you're running around. It's all good. But it's the like for instance, when I'm out on the hike and I got my fucking Rottweiler. Who's sweet, very sweet, you know what I mean? But you just don't know. They're goddamn animals, dude. Like you don't know. So then I got a dog flying around the corner with no leash, and then coming up to me, I'm like, hey, now I'm pissed. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's I guess the fine line. I also hate the dog park too because of other people that are so unaccountable, dog. A dog
actually like went off on him today, and kind of like. I think like kind of snapped at him today. Like I don't know if he bit him or not. I don't think he did, but he's like, did he bite him? Did he break the skin? He has all his shots. Don't worry, you're fine.
No, don't worry, fuck you.
I was like, dude, get your dog out of here.
Why you got a mean dog out here?
Yeah. But usually we're on like I take him on places where I don't see anybody.
Yeah, that's the best. Dude.
Yeah, because that's why I like having him off leash, but that's why we go to like the middle of nowhere.
Well,
like,
I think what I'm going to be starting, just like you were saying with the group workout with the donations, same thing. Puppy socialization. We're not training. Okay, it's $10 a head.
Right.
Show up $10. We hang out for an hour at the park.
Yeah.
And now we got 6 dogs. If I can get 5 or 6 people to show up, I'll be so happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know it'll be a slow burn, but it's the same concept though.
Right.
Because it's super important important.
Yeah.
So then you're not dealing with shit like that.
Yeah.
Because that dog, it's most of the time it's just they bite out of fear or unknown.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they always have like random dogs there, but I actually keep him. Put him in the big dog one because like the big dogs, honestly, I think are better than the little dogs, dude.
Yeah, way better.
The little dogs are just little shits, dude. They're all old people that are just like they don't really want to bother training them. The young dogs are like just running around. I mean, the big dogs are having fun.
From my experience, at least from the people I know that just they're like dog park people, it's just another way of being lazy.
Yeah,
you don't have to put in the work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The worst people at the dog park are the people that have huskies, dude. Because I'm like, all you do with your husky is take him to the dog park, dude. First of all, this dog shouldn't even live here on the Central Coast.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna die.
And yeah, huskies they require so much exercise.
Yeah.
And I get it all the time too. It's like, hey, my dog's real destructive. I think he's got anxiety. It's like, yeah, no. You use the word anxiety like it's like this trigger word. It's like, no, not enough exercise.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fucking animal.
Right.
And you have him sitting at your house all
Yeah,
day.
I take him to Paragon when I teach, so I'm usually there for 3. I take him like he goes like 3 to 4 hours, and he just sits there and sleeps, and everybody's like, your dog's so well behaved. I'm like, this dude just climbed a mountain today, probably, dude. Like he's not well behaved. He's tired as fuck.
He's usually
I was like, he just came back like from doing all kinds of crazy stuff. That's the best way to train him, I think.
Yeah, dude. They get that out. Like there'll be times where I'm too busy, seriously too busy to do it, and then I come back and my yard's got fucking holes in it, dude. And it's like, hey, I'm not even mad at you. This is my fault. I didn't take you for a walk. Because when I take you for a walk and I leave you out here, I don't deal with that. But
people don't understand.
People don't understand. It's the same thing. It's like, well, like you require more working out than some other people.
You could ask. It's actually funny because she always brings it up. My Bobby's fiance Gabby. She's like, I don't know what it was, but I couldn't train for like 2 or 3 days or something, and she's like, you were bouncing off the walls, like you were just like you were just standing in the kitchen and like just moving, just like bouncing your head, dude. I was just like, she's like, go do something. Like, I was like, dude, I can't do anything. I don't know what it was. I think I hurt my ankle or something. I don't know. I couldn't remember, but I just couldn't do it train for a couple days, and like I was just bouncing off the walls, dude.
Yeah.
And they're the same way, and
same exact way, dude.
Yeah.
And I went to the dog show the other day, and I try and find the people that most resemble their dogs.
Oh, I do that at the dog park, dude.
Yeah, it's good. But
the pugs are the best. When you find someone that looks like a pug.
Yeah, it's been some good ones. What's it called? But yeah, it's the same shit. And see, you got a dog that fits your lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I think some people. Granted, some people go get a rescue and shit like that. And it's like, okay, cool, but like,
he's super energetic.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather, like, some people I know that have dogs, they just let them sit at their house. It's like, I'd rather your dog live with a homeless guy.
Right.
At least you be walking all the time. It's like a permanent walk.
Yeah.
Like
there's someone that was like, I have a mini Aussie too, but he's just crazy, dude. Like he'll leave. I keep him in the garage, and he'll always be super destructive. I'm like,
no,
I was like, what?
No
dude?
Shit.
They're like, wow, yours is really well behaved, dude. I'm like, yeah, because I've spent time with him, dude. Like,
especially as a pup, dude.
He goes probably like 30 minutes without seeing me a day, dude.
When I got Ruckus, I took 3 weeks off of work.
Right.
Just so like that we're building the program here.
Right.
It's gonna be it. Like, I'm not fucking around. Yeah. I'm not gonna have I wasn't even into like, just even obedience and shit. I just was like, I'm gonna have a 100-pound dog. Right. I gotta be in control of this shit because that's a liability. It's a liability.
Those are really cool. Like
what?
Your dogs? Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm probably gonna stick with Rottweilers, to be honest with you. But
that's how I feel about mini Aussies now, dude. That I got him, I'm like, it's like the perfect size for my lifestyle. For your lifestyle. I gotta be able to pick that shit up and put it in my tent above my car, dude. And I'm like, if he was any heavier, dude, it'd be. Well,
ideally, I wouldn't have a 120-pounder to be.
I had a French Mastiff before we had him, so.
They're big, huh?
140, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Human-sized shits. You know what I mean? Like, you're picking up human-sized shits.
Yeah, he seems like such a well-mannered dog, so I was like.
Yeah. No, he's got a great temperament, dude. And you know what? I haven't heard him fucking bark once, dude. And I swear to God, my only experiences with these things. Well, when they're out there running that agility stuff, they're hyped. They're pumped. So they're barking all the time. Like, so I get it. You know what I mean? But, yeah, no, he's super well behaved. What kind of workout do you guys do today?
I took him to the dog park for an hour and 20 minutes before
class. You got this one right here, GIHYL?
Sometimes actually went to the Waller one today. It was cool. They had another. I always get excited when I see regular Aussies there because it's like a giant version of it.
Right.
They're all fluffy, so you got a bunch of.
So how much bigger is he gonna get?
That's it. I think he's full grown. He's about.
He'll probably fill out a little bit.
Yeah, he's about 38 pounds, so it's like perfect
cool.
right now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and then I throw if I go to the dog park, I usually bring the frisbee and just throw the frisbee a bunch.
Until wear him out.
But he's hot right now, dude. So he struggles in the heat, so he burns out a lot faster. But
dogs don't sweat at all.
Yeah, true.
So
I just got him one of those cooling vests. So I don't know if it's gonna work. I think it's Roughwear. You know that brand? Well, they make like a lot of camping kind of stuff for dogs. I got him. I think it's a swamp cooler. I haven't tried it yet. So I guess you just dip it in water and put it on them, and then it evaporates and kind of cools them off while they hike. It's supposed to work for probably.
Well, because my fucking dogs are about to be living outside 100-degree.
Yeah, so you're out there. You're up where it gets real warm.
Yeah, dude. It was like 108 last year. What was that called? Roughwear?
Yeah, Roughwear.
RUFF?
Yeah. And then wear. Yeah, I think it's a swamp cooler. And they make another one too, I think called a jet cooler or something. But yeah, I just got it, so I'll see how it works. I want to start getting. That's something I want to start getting into too on my YouTube channel was reviewing gear. Because
I was gonna say it's perfect for you, dog. And then you get more sponsors. You already have a good rep with your sponsors now. You know what I mean? It's like once you get one or two, I feel like it starts coming.
Because I'm like, I get all this gear already, and I'm like, I might as well I use it.
Review it. Yeah.
So
I just got this, and
I got to do one on my tan and stuff too now. Because
here's like the 6-month review.
I know, right?
Of this, I put this bitch to the test for 6 months, and this is how it held up. It was really nice. It was really not, whatever.
Right. Yeah, because that's how it is right now. It's a lot of jiu-jitsu gear. People send me gis and different stuff, and there's ones that I'm gonna wear every day, and there's ones that I'm not. But I don't really review any of that stuff. I don't know if I'll get into jiu-jitsu wise, because it's just one more thing like jiu-jitsu. I like to keep it kind of diverse. I think I'd do more outdoor gear because I'd like to get deeper in the outdoor.
But now you want to get more free outdoor gear, right?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's the main reason. So those outdoor.
You got enough gis, dog.
I'm like, let's get
the free outdoor gear.
How many more jiu-jitsu sponsors can I have? I'm running out of room, running out of patch space on my gi.
But yeah, dude, I need to do some more outdoor shit. I'm planning on financially setting myself up to where I can be doing this shit.
Right.
I'm now breaking into my photography. It's getting really good.
Yeah.
And because
even photography, you see those photography people that go out to nature scenes and they'll take those pictures, blow them up, paintings. People love those pictures blown up, dude.
Pat Ugarte has been on my ass about this, and I have it halfway set up. He's like, I need a print. I need these
Shout
prints.
out to Pat, dude.
Yeah, shout out Pat. I go, just keep harassing me, dog. I'm literally on it, but I'm trying to create a website and edit this shit and then fucking survive at the same time. And it's just, I tend to heat my plate on too because I have to. If I don't have that shit, then idle hands do the devil's work for me every time, dude.
Yeah, he's another person that he got a GoPro and he was taking some cool
Pat's got some sick GoPro shit.
He did some cool stuff out there, dude, in San Diego.
But yeah, he wants a couple prints, and I go, okay. And then I posted a photo from San Francisco 2 weeks ago. I need that in a big one. And I'm like, all right, now I got 2 people. Now I gotta get this shit really.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. For some reason, scene, which is weird to me.
I'm gonna literally do a fucking when somebody buys a print for me, that's it. I'm never printing it again. Period.
Cool. Just one-offs.
You just one-offs.
Yeah.
Because I think if I ever become anything, then it's really exclusive.
Right.
You got the one. That's it, dude. And you get it in, one size.
I'm the opposite with pictures, dude. Where I'm why would I want a picture of somewhere I didn't take or I didn't go?
Right. Well, for instance, Pat wants the San Diego one.
Yeah.
I was down in San Diego. He lives there, and I fucking went. I got a really dope shot at the Ocean Beach Pier at Lexington.
Oh yeah.
And so he lives there, so that's cool. You know what I mean? And but it's for artwork in houses.
Because I thought about printing some photos for my room, and I'm my girlfriend's oh, let's get, or you get those little 3 canvas things, that people always get.
Go to Costco. Dude.
Yeah, she's let's get some of those for the room, and I'm she's look at this one, and she's looking through random forests and stuff. I'm dude, we're in the forest all the time, dude. We'll go take our own photo. Yeah. I was and then it has a memory with it too, so that's what I was we could be in that photo and put it on our wall.
Do that.
Why do we want some random Target person?
Right, unless it's obviously you look at an Ansel Adams has some ridiculously nice stuff from Yosemite.
Yeah.
That you might not be able to get. Maybe you can. I don't know. I went to Yosemite, passed through there when I had my shitty camera, and I got some pretty decent shots.
I just got permits to do Half Dome again and backpack out there.
Cool. So. Hey, so what's the process like that for anybody looking to find out?
Dude.
if you want to hike Half Dome, what do you got to do?
If you want to hike Half Dome, dude, you got to cut off a leg. No, like you have to be on it because you have to know when the date is. The day is I forgot when it was. It was like March 13th or something, and you just have to enter a lottery. So it's like $5 to enter this lottery, and you just pick random days, and then they email you like a month later and go, nope, you didn't get it. And then like another month goes by, and they're like, oh, here's any of those. If you want to retry, you can retry because a lot of people like apply and then they end up getting the dates. The dates don't work for them because you just shotgun approach it. You know, you just put me and my friend Luke.
You'll tailor your schedule for that.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Me and my friend Luke, we both always do it, and we both pick times that'll work for both of us, and I think you can do like 6 dates. So we just threw out like 12, you know, and then I got lucky enough to get one. And then what sucks is you get your Half Dome. You get a Half Dome permit, but it's not an overnight permit. So in Yosemite, that means you just have to do it in one day if you want to go do Half Dome, which is fucking like 22 miles or something. It's like 11 miles straight up. Think about going on a Stairmaster. That's literally what it is, dude. Like for a couple miles.
My dad climbed the face of Half Dome on his 25th birthday. Yeah, he was a lunatic.
No way.
Yeah, so it's like he's getting old.
Yeah.
And I want to do that. I want to hike.
Yeah, they just I think they might do the re thing where you can apply coming up pretty soon.
For next year.
Yeah, or you just got to plan for next year. But but I got real lucky this year, and I got my backpacking permits. They lined up perfectly with my Half Dome permits. And
so what's the backpacking permit where you can just haul back there?
Yeah, so you can go. No, because it's Yosemite, dude. It's I don't really go to national parks because it's like
it's all sanctioned.
Yeah, like dude, like you go and you got to get a backpack permit. You got to get a Half Dome permit. You got to get a fire permit.
Right. And if you decide you want to just go do it and be like, "Fuck you," and your permit, then you just get a slap with like $1,000 fine.
Right. By a ranger, you get all like there's a random like you get all the way up there and the ranger's like, "Nope, you can't go up," and then you just hike 10 miles to not be led up to the last mile, you know, and then you get hit with the fine.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I usually go like more to the national forest. I'm a really big public lands supporter, like national forests, BLM. And once I got into hunting, like I realized like, whoa, dude, hunters like they give back so much more money through taxes and fees than I ever did when I was just camping, dude.
Right.
Because I'm like, I think when I was camping and hiking, I gave like, you know, you just maybe pay for a site, you know, but when I was hunting, dude, everything's taxed and feed, and like you want to buy this type of ammo, you got to get taxed, and like, dude, they got it.
It's some bullshit, dude. You know what's really tight is you see, California's so out of whack, dude. We're sitting here being ruled by some fucking weirdos who want to take all our rights. It's just I don't know why, but you know the amount of rights that were available when we were born versus what they are now. I mean, it's like, what the fuck happened? But anyways, the feds had to come in and go, okay, you guys are out of your mind. You can have fully whatever size magazines you want.
Right. Did that still? I thought they took it away already. I thought they took it away. I don't know if that's true. Someone fact check.
You know what? Maybe that's what my dad meant. So my dad's a range master here at the Santa Maria Gun Club.
No way, because I just went there the other day, dude. I wonder if it was probably one of the dudes that I talked to.
Yeah, he owns Orcutt Jewelry and right by the post office.
Okay, yeah, because I went in there. Some dude helped me out. I wonder.
But yeah, so you know, he said something about Free Week or something. He's like, yeah, we bought a bunch of these.
Yeah, because that's what I'm going off of. Was my friend said the same thing. It was called Freedom Week.
Yeah.
And there was like that. So I don't know if it was like that. There was just a week where you were allowed to buy, and if you didn't buy in that time, dude, because they changed it, you know, you might have been grandfathered in.
For 1 week, high capacity mags were legal. What the?
See, dude, I told you. You had that week, dude. If you missed it,
I got a couple for my AR.
Right? Yeah. If you didn't have enough, if you didn't get it on that time, dude, you got a week to plan it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's.
Well, what sucks right now is like right here is Los Padres National Forest. You can't target shoot right now. So like, unless you know someone with a private ranch, or I mean, you can go to. We have like the one range, which here it's like open. What?
Have you done a slow?
Yeah, I got a slow once, but here, I mean, you know, it's driving 40 minutes again to go shoot and then be able to like. So it's a lot of work just to go target shoot. But yeah, that one down the street from here opens like a Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, so it's like random times too, you know. But yeah, there's some rule where you can't target shoot right now because of either fires or. But you know what, dude? Honestly, target shooting, the people that I've gone out hiking a lot and I see like people make a fucking mess, dude.
They leave a shitty ass mess, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like you know, would the rules be there if those people didn't do that?
Right.
Maybe not. But that's definitely what keeps the argument against that away. It's like it's a fucking, you know, it's a bunch of lead.
Right. Because I'm like right on, like, it's weird because the line I'm on of like camper, like, and then I mean, plus when I was vegan, it was about like a lot about the environment, so I'm like really big about the environment, and then now I'm like hunter and like
Pete is not a litter bug.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's so tough, like the two like merging over, like and overlapping. I'm hiking around with my gun, and then I see like a bunch of trash from people that were target shooting, and I'm like, oh, dude, like now I'm gonna be like, if anybody sees me, they're gonna be like, oh, this douchebag. And I feel like people definitely label hunters, you know, and I'm like, dude, first of all,
especially out here, dude.
Yeah,
especially out here because people are so like, what I don't know what it is. People are afraid of guns. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, because I was talking to JP, homie, about it, and he lives in LA, and I was like, oh yeah, I just bought the shotgun. He's like, I've been thinking about getting a gun, and I'm like, yeah, there's another dude that's pretty like motivated, dude. Have you seen his? Do you follow homie on Instagram, JP? John Pierre?
Homie? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dude, he's like, he's doing that 75-day hard challenge or some shit.
I've been on homie since literally we lived in the fucking like Village Green apartment condos.
Oh yeah,
when I was since I was like 4, bro. Like that was one of my first friends ever in my life, bro.
He's like.
Oh, dude, I
always talk shit to him though. Me and him always talk shit back and forth but we also hype each other up. But
yeah, you guys are fucking good friends.
He just came and lifted last weekend, which is cool about having this gym in the garage. You know, when people want to come by, like, because we get a lot of the people that, you know, moved out of town, but they come back for like a day or two, and like, oh yeah, definitely come by and lift. And then I get a lift with all these people that, you know,
right. I told you I was going to come here like 10 times, so I ended up getting fucked up every time.
Right. I get that a lot too. So
yeah, but hey, you know what though? This is seriously beautiful.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, like what I was saying with him, he's like, oh, I should get a gun, dude, but he lives in like, you know, LA. I'm like,
even more reason.
I'm like, dude, there's a difference, like, but there's differences to like, I'm like, the reason, you know, I got a gun was because I wanted to start hunting. I'm like, you're getting a gun because, you know, you're worried about people going crazy in LA because like, you know, it's a way, but it's just funny that, and then there's the two different types of people, you know, like, and there's way more people in LA, and those are the type of people that are voting on these weird, you know, laws.
Right. Well, it's like my
there's not a lot of hunters there.
My brother-in-law I was talking to, he lives in Oregon, and they're trained like, so the people in Portland are like insane, like worse than California liberal, and then the rest of the states like, we like guns,
right?
You know what I mean? But these motherfuckers are over here trying to, you know, change the whole shit up when they're not like really in part of the in the culture. Like there's like sheriffs up there that have said like, we will not enforce these laws, dude. Like fucking we won't. Like we won't. This goes against everything we stand for. Fuck that. Right. And that's how you know it's bad. And there's just a major disconnect in the people who are running the show versus the people who are like who are the show.
Yeah, like right now because I'm in like camo a lot. You know, like where I'll be just going to the gas station, or like, you know, I had to do some errand like right after coming back from hunting, and I'm in my camo. I could tell people were like looking at me like,
yeah, especially here, dude.
This animal fucking hater, and I'm like, dude, first of all, I didn't eat animals for like 7 years, alright? You're buying a steak right here, dude. You know, like, and they're gonna judge me, but
yeah, no, I always say Joe Rogan's the coolest guy ever. You know what I mean? It's like because him doing the hunting is like the backbone to like, hey, just try something new. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is.
I have so many friends that have bows right now, and so yeah, I'm like, they like buy bows, and I'm like, dude, let's actually go out, dude. Like, you know, I had a bow for a while that I used to just hike with just cause for fun, dude. I just bought one like back in like 2012. It's like a shitty one from like Dick's back when Dick's was in slow, but I don't think I'd ever fucking be able to shoot anything with it, dude. I suck at shooting with that. But yeah, when I decided to get into hunting, I'm like, I'm not gonna fool myself and be like, I'm gonna go buy a bow and start fucking hunting elk, dude.
No.
I was like, I'm gonna get a bow, I'm gonna get a shotgun, and I'm gonna try to shoot a turkey.
Yeah, that's good. And turkey's hella good too. You know what I mean? Like,
so I'm like, I'm a baby step into this, you know. But I have friends that like buy bows, and they're like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting into hunting. I'm like, have you gone hunting before? And they're like, no, but I got a bow now.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe you should just try it with nothing, dude. Because like, dude, I did not realize. Well, first of all, because I'm doing it all on public land, you know. So like, I did not realize how hard it would be to fucking find a turkey, dude. Because I see, like, I drive out there and it's like turkey the whole drive, dude. They're
like 2 blocks from my house the other day. Like,
they're in like people's driveways, but it's like trying to get one where I can shoot it is so hard, and like it's pretty frustrating. But
is that part of the chase though?
Oh yeah, dude. That's why I'm waking up at 4 a.m., dude.
Exactly. You gotta chase the unicorn, right, bro. That's what it is.
I know. I'm like probably gonna cry, dude. The first time I shoot one, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, dude. All these hours.
You're dead, and
like,
fuck, I finally got one.
No, dude. I'm like, I put in like $1,000 to get this one turkey. When it comes down to buying a gun and everything down the road.
What kind of gun you got?
I got a Benelli Nova.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, I'll probably get a pistol next too, because I'm looking at like
I keep a piece on me because I got that stalker, dude, to be perfectly honest with you. Right. And I've received a flat out death threat that the police just said, fucking, we don't even care. And it's like, all right, well, you guys don't care. I'm not inviting this, but I have to protect myself at this point.
Yeah.
I've received a legit death threat from a psychopath. So, everyone's got them for different reasons.
I need one to just be able to pull out quick when I'm out there hiking, you know?
Yeah, dude. I was just talking to my dad about these, because there's ones I want in my collection. You know what I mean? I need a 1911 and I want a nice one. I need a 357 revolver.
So that's what I was looking at, like a Ruger 357.
Well, the 357 is gonna be the first one I get, and we were just talking about this because you can shoot a 38 out of it. Okay, it shoots a 357 and a 38.
Yeah.
So your ammo range isn't super expensive all the time. 38s are like still kind of expensive, but they're not 357s.
Okay.
It's fucking super pricey to go shoot. On top of that, what is gonna walk through a 357?
Right. Because that's what I'm. You know,
a bear will not walk through a 357. I know someone's like,
"Oh, dude, you should get like a Glock." I'm like, "Come on, dude." I'm like,
"No." A mountain,
I'm like, dude, you know where I am, dude?
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
You're gonna run into something, dude.
I'm pretty sure I saw a mountain lion like 2 weekends ago. Like,
I think those shits are more the thing. Like, if you see one, they fucked up because they're super.
Yeah, like I saw it and it just like I thought like it looked like a deer, but then like the way it jumped like to the side and then like it just disappeared. I was like, deers don't just disappear. No. Deers like book it and you see them running up the hill, you know. And like so I'm like still convinced I saw it, but like, there's only a matter of time before those things start fucking. The bear comes up.
Yeah, dude, thank you for sitting down with me, bro.
Of course,
this has been great, dude. And I'm gonna chop this together to where there's no lulls and it's all we're gonna trim the fat off and shit. It's gonna be good, dude. And again, thank you. Keep doing what you do, dude, because it's inspiring. I'm serious. Thanks. I look at this shit, I'm like, fucking look at it. Just it's the formula. Find what you do, find what you like, and then just pursue it until you find something else you like more. Right?
True. Yeah, exactly.
Is that what it is?
Right. I think so.
All right, Pete. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Work hard, do what you're supposed to, work hard.